Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Roy up in Alaska with the Challenger that I bought last 2 years ago, actually. So I flew it a little bit last year, a little sketchy, new pilot, new project, ready to get in the air. This is the first airplane I ever purchased. I bought it down in Soldotna here in Alaska from an older guy who had it in his shed for quite some time. I got it really cheap. He hadn't flown it in a long time, and I brought it home, put some gas in the engine and the tank, and hooked the battery up to it, and the doggone thing started right up. So long story short, I spent probably most of the winter, last winter, getting it ready, or winter before last, I should say, trying to get it ready. Mind you, I had no idea what I'm doing. I'm still in flight school at the time, right? I'm calling Mike Harrison like every other day, asking him about wiring because it's truly my weak spot. Long story short, I got it running, I got it looking good, and I flew it. Looking back on it, probably wasn't the brightest thing I ever did, but I had fun with this plane, so much so that I do not want to part with it. Some of the things that, I want to do to this plane is I want to rewire it again and do it correctly this time. I would like to make it extremely safe. And I got a horror story, I guess I can tell. It's embarrassing, really, but I had no idea. I mean, who would have guessed? But last year, I had already flown this plane 4 or 5 times. And I went out to the airport to fly it again one morning, beautiful morning. And I got in, I cranked the engine up, and it didn't sound right. I was going to warm it up, and something wasn't right, so I shut it off immediately. And I looked behind me on the ground, and my prop was laying on the ground. And I was like, took a deep breath, and I'm like, that can't be happening. So I walked to the back of the plane, and sure enough, every bolt that was holding that prop on to, I don't know what the hell you call it, the riser for the prop, every single one of them had sheared because they had literally rust in two. I had just tied everything back down. I put the prop in the back of my truck, and I went home that day because I was pretty sure God was telling me something. Shortly after that, we loaded the plane up and brought it home. I did put all new bolts. I rebuilt the heads and everything on the prop mount, and so all of that stuff is good to go now, thank God. I may have flown it once or twice after that. I don't even remember, but yeah, that scared the bejesus out of me, and I never felt safe in the plane again. So with that said, what we're doing now, now that it's starting to warm up a little bit today, this is the first day I've been able to get in my shop with a t-shirt on and have my door open. So we're kind of excited around here. And I've also got another airplane to fly. So this is available. So I thought maybe this time we're going to build this thing correctly. I am working on it now. Today's day one. I'm hoping to keep you guys involved in the project. Maybe you can give me some hints and tips and stuff along the way. And let me give you a quick view. Sorry about covering the camera up. Let me show you real quick what we're working with. So this is one of the wings here. It had a beautiful paint job. Some of you guys may have actually seen a video I posted. They're really dirty because when I brought it home from the airport after I had scared the crap out of myself, the wings sat in my driveway for quite a while. During the summertime, they didn't stay all winter. And that's why they're all nasty. And I pulled them out of my shed today. And we started working on them. Let me show you. So the paint, this airplane was actually painted with auto paint. And which put a beautiful finish on it. Before it got all dirty and stuff, this thing was really pretty. And but anyways, we started on it today. This is day one, and this is where we're at. I just started tearing the fabric off. Surprisingly, fabric was in pretty decent shape. Looks like all the metal's in good shape. Everything appears to be there. These fiberglass tips here, these are the droop tips, which I don't like, and they're all, they're not formed correctly, and you can see right there, somebody's tried to patch them up, and they have, there's actually a hole in the bottom. Let me see if I can get in there. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it, but anyways, there's light coming out the bottom there. And so yeah, my thing is I'm gonna rebuild this whole plane. I'm afraid to even imagine how long this is going to take me, but I would love to carry you guys through the process with me. And oh my God, I want to break my neck. Yeah, maybe we can learn something from each other. I'm going to learn a lot. I had another project airplane that I worked on this past winter, and man, I've been reading books and just learning everything I can about flying and building airplanes, and I have literally found my new love. I will probably be doing this until, yeah, you know, I'm almost 50. I'll be 49 years old, which I know that's not old, but none of us have forever, right? But this is my new love. Let me walk out here and I'll actually show you the fuselage, which is actually in pretty good shape. Like I said, I did put some time into this plane. And yes, Mike Harrison, this is a heavy plane, but it's essentially going to be a single person plane, even though it is a Challenger 2. I'm going to keep it heavy. I'm going to build it heavy. I know this is not an off airport run or airplane, but we do have a lot of strips up here that are gravel. And there's a lot of places up here, small gravel bars and stuff, that you can fly this plane onto easily. And if you got it set up right, it's not going to be a problem at all. Anyways, I don't mind the car battery. I just used that the other day because I was working on something else. All right, here you go. All right, so here's the Challenger 2. This thing, I got these seats here. I'll get this one out of the way. It's the back seat. So this is the back seat. These came with the plane. I put a new windshield on it this past year. A new pitot tube, which was just a cheap little kit. I do have the back 40 landing gear on here, and I actually really like that landing gear for up here. I know you got to reinforce the tube, which is something that we're probably going to end up doing. Because it is so cold up here, I did enclose this area here. And you see these panels here. Here, I can go ahead and pull one out and show you what these are. I'm going to probably reimagine these. This is some faux leather that I purchased off of Amazon, and it's covered with insulation here, and that is to keep me warm in the winter. And I have not flown this airplane in the winter yet because it scared me last spring. My wiring's all jacked up. I've got to clean all this stuff up. This engine's actually fairly new engine. The old man I bought the plane from, check out my sticker, that's pretty cool. But anyways, the old man that I bought the plane from, he had another ultralight. I think it was a Quicksilver or something, and he ended up putting it in the trees. And this engine was on that ultralight, and it crinkled up his plane a little bit, but the engine was never harmed, and it was pickled and put on the shelf. Excuse me. It's got about 35 hours on it, and I probably didn't add much to that. Good old Tennessee wooden plop. Right there's where I was messing with it one day, and I left some tools sitting up on the wing. Got a chunk of it, but otherwise the prop's in pretty good shape. Probably going to go with a warp drive, and we got all new bolts on here. I did put some stuff on there, and I took the cap off here, the spinner, so I could keep an eye on that. And down here, all that stuff's new. Got a brand new belt I bought from Mr. Harrison from the factory. And everything here is in good shape. I do have a little bit of fabric starting to come loose there. Other than the cracking, and there's a place where we took a sticker off and there was a hole in there. But other than the cracking in the paint and stuff, you can probably see that. The plane's actually in pretty good shape. It's just, I don't feel safe in it. So I'm going to rebuild it. I did put new clamps on. I painted the engine. I got the removable stick. I painted the inside. I put a new instrument panel up there. I put this wiring or this switch panel up here. It looks good and it's out of the way, but when you're sitting in the plane, you can't really see the switches. You just kind of have to know where they're at. I'm not sure if I like that or not. And I put all the wiring going from the top down instead of going underneath the seats. We're probably going to address all that too. But anyways, this is Roy here signing off, and I'll keep you guys up on the progress. Maybe make some videos. I'm not very good at the videos, like the Aviation Adventure Boys or the Cotton Patch people or anything like that. I just just play with my camera a little bit, and I flew my Tri-Pacer around. I made some videos with the Tri-Pacer. If somebody, it's called the videos were Alaska Tri-Pacer. You can look those up, or the name of this channel now is Affordable Aviation. I renamed the channel because I sold the Tri-Pacer, and we are moving on now. I have a Merlin GT that I'm in the process of refurbishing, and it's getting close to being able to fly. So there's some few videos on there about that plane. I took some, I don't know how to explain it, but experimental measures on that plane as far as the paint goes and getting the aircraft set up. It has not had its conditional inspection yet. Hoping to get to that very soon. And I got to put some new brake calipers on it. Sorry about that, I messed my phone up. Anyways, I got to put some new brake calipers on it. I'm going to put dual calipers, Matco calipers, and calipers I need for the 4 calipers is going to be roughly $800. And I'm in the process of purchasing a 170B up here, so money's kind of tight because I like to stretch myself thin as much as possible. But anyways, we are going to get started on this, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. Maybe I can even film some of this. I don't know. Stay tuned.